friends, it's Nia. Welcome to Life with Nia. It is time to close out our March budget. We are just about done with the first quarter of 2022. The time is just flying by. So, I'm going to go over goals, income, expenses, debt, savings challenges, sinking funds, a little bit of business expenses, and then roll over some money in my cash envelopes or put it into savings. So, let's start with goals. This month for March, had a goal to save $750, which we did, and we'll talk more about the exact amount when we get into savings. Pay taxes and complete 2021 taxes. I didn't, but I guess I will get that done in the next 2 weeks because, it's like almost tax day. The good thing is it's like 95% done. I just need to add in some additional expenses and I'll be done. Track expenses, we did. Etsy sales of more than 3,000, we did, in large part due to the collab sale. I don't know the exact amount, but I think it was roughly, and we still have 2 days left in the month, so as I'm recording this, I think it was roughly like 3,600. And that's revenue, not what I netted. I wanted to pay off 1,000 in debt, which I made over $1,000 in debt payments, but I added debt, so it's essentially a wash, and I'll talk about that in a second. Shopify is not up and running. I did meet my savings challenge goal, and I wanted to add 100 YouTube subs and earn 100, which I did not do either of those things. Okay, so for this month, for income, I estimated income of $81.20, and we ended up at $82.44. That extra 120 or so is partially due to some destashing of planner items. I sold about $100 in planner items. After shipping, it was like $81. So, just about right on track where we expected to be for the month. I will have something new to add next month, which is a Telework Stipend. So the first payment is going to include a back payment, and then it'll be $50 a month going forward. Unfortunately, they're taxing it like they do everything else at the supplemental rate, so I lose like half of it. I feel like the whole tax situation is utterly ridiculous, but I just have an issue with I work and you take my money. I pay taxes to work. That just sounds ridiculous to me. Anyway, neither here nor there. YouTube was for 2 months. So this payment was for January and February. Next month, I will not get a payment for March because my dollar amount is not over $100, and you have to have over 100 to pay out, and I'm pretty sure I'm not going to hit that. So can y'all watch some commercials, please? Okay, so nothing too exciting going on there. Expenses, for the most part, nothing new, nothing out of the ordinary. We've got our rent, utilities, debt, and some business expenses here. It's the normal stuff. Plus, we did $804 this month in cash envelopes. And, let's see. So let's do our Sinking funds. I did do a sinking funds update video, and I think that I'm like, I have a good handle on. I think what it is just having things in different places makes it a little bit harder to account for it. I'm not sure. But I think I have a pretty good handle on where we're at. So for the emergency fund, we have $22.57. Car fund has $322, vacation $575, taxes $24.53, health $230, bulk shopping $194, pet $191. This is one of those where I have, it's home. I have it broken out into different categories, so I left it blank there. Business has 50, Christmas has 259.28, Black Friday has 150, self-care has, I put 334, but that's wrong. Let me get out my trusty eraser. Maybe. Maybe not. I took out 125. I spent some money out of my little self-care section. I came in here. I didn't bring no calculator. Okay, so good thing I went to school and got an MBA and know how to do basic math. Or maybe I don't know how to do basic math. Like, I'm really struggling right now. That's not right. Okay, 219. Like, really, it took me a second. 209. Y'all. Okay, 209. 334 was what I had before I spent the 125. Actually, what the 120, I spent more than 125. I bought some stuff on Afterpay. And the intention was to pull from the self-care envelope to cover the cost. So that's what I did. And then I'll make another payment tomorrow with payday. But I spent about $400 or so. Okay, so birthday has 150. Sam's Club membership doesn't have anything. P.O. Box has 115. Clothing has 106. Budget Mom Savings Challenge has 261. Saveopoly has 158. The Penny Savings Challenge has 100. Rainy Day is empty. And I put nothing for the Zero Out Challenge because that is part of the emergency fund amount. So that is little quick sinking funds update. If you want to see additional detail on my sinking funds, that video will be linked below. Next, we'll talk about our debt. So we added about $500 to Discover. I don't even know what I bought. It was mainly business expense related stuff that had not posted the last month. The Quicksilver card is just sort of like not going anywhere because the money is primarily going to interest, so we're still at $22.24. Klarna is completely paid off. I was down to $16, y'all. $16. Me and Afterpay, we were going to break up. Petey says hi. But like the mafia, Afterpay pulled me back in. So it was over 800, so we're at 634. It'll go down another 125 tomorrow. So that's good. But I think I like Rose-Colored Days, Poi and Hun, Planner, Kate, and Cloth and Paper. All were like $60, $70 range. So that was like $300 right there. Plus the other things that I bought, which I may or may not talk about later. Self-care. but it was some self-care products. So yeah, like a little over 800, but we're down to 634. Ulta is paid off. Yay! PayPal is down to 835. Mac Computer 1197. Kohl's 2355. Navy Federal 5853. Loan 4148, and we owe 13,596 on the car. Total debt, and this is the focus debt because it does not include student loans and other things, 32,370. We started the month with 32,383, so we reduced our debt by $13 this month, primarily because we added a big chunk to Afterpay. Okay, so that is that. For our cash envelopes, so for this month on our cash envelopes, we added these are just the variable ones, 200 to groceries, 80 to eating out, 80 to bulk shopping, 20 to household, and 80 to gas. And we also rolled over from the previous month to gas, so we had 60 rolled over for a total of 140 in our gas envelope. So we are ending the month with $1 in groceries, $3 in our eating out, and $72 in our gas. And I'm thinking about it. I think I don't have my April budget with me, but I think I'm putting a little bit more than I really need to towards gas. I have not purchased gas since March 6th. And I still have half a tank. And I'm not trying to buy no gas if I don't have to. That's how I feel about that. Our little $5.89 gas out here. Okay, so I'm going to take this money and add it to... It's $4. So $1 out of my grocery and $3 out of my dining out. And I'm going to add it to these envelopes from the 100 Envelope Challenge from Conversation. I am doing the 100 Envelope Challenge, but I'm saving electronically, so I don't use the envelopes. So I wanted to use them to do rollover at the end of each month, if there's anything to roll over. And so at the end of the year, I will count this all up and see where we end up. So I'm going to put $1 in here. And $3 in the other one. And I do have the dollar amount at the bottom, but it's not anything that I'm writing down or actively keeping track of. But we've done, let's see, like maybe 5, 6 envelopes. So like $38. So it's just something a little extra fun to do. Y'all know I have a bunch of savings challenges going on. Okay, so that is that. The only real business expense, I mean, I had business expenses, don't get me wrong, but the major business expense this month was sticker paper, so that was a couple $100, and I actually just ordered that today. So let's talk about savings. Okay, so we save basically 12 different ways, although we're not actively doing all of them right now. So the first savings challenge is the Budget Mom Savings Challenge, which this month was like the kitchen count. So each week we counted something different and we saved that amount. It ended up being a total of $99 saved from the Budget Mom Savings Challenge this month. Then we did the Zero Out Challenge, and that is where you take the 1s and 10s column, at least that's the ones that I do, in the bank account every Friday, and I zero out my checking account and I transfer that money over to my savings account. So this month, on the Zero Out, we had 4 weeks and we saved a total of $16.52. I'm just gonna put that down here. So we have saved this year $72.58 from the Zero Out Challenge, which is pretty cool. 13 weeks so far, $72.58. Okay, next we have, so I was showing you when I was putting the rollover money in the envelopes, but we have our 50/50 100 envelope challenge, and so I don't think I have this in a tracker anywhere, but this is what we have saved thus far this year. And so for this month, from the numbers pulled in March, we saved $463. Do I have a tracker? I don't think I have it. I have an emergency fund tracker, but I'm not really tracking. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, let's flip through real quick. Sinking funds, saving tracker. I don't think I made a specific tracker for... I don't even remember anymore. Okay, so I have this, but it doesn't give you a dollar amount. So we're at, that's good. I don't have a calculator, so I'm not going to add this up. Y'all saw me struggle with subtracting 334, 125 from 334, so we're not going to add all these numbers. Do 23 numbers is too much. But this month, we saved 463. So I will go back and figure out what the total is for this year. But the goal is at the end of the year to have saved $5,050, which is why I call it the 50/50 100 envelope challenge. So I'm pulling the numbers. I'm just not putting the money in the envelope. I do it electronically. So that is what we saved for that savings challenge. For the 52-week savings challenge, I pick random numbers. I don't go in chronological order because some weeks I have a little bit more, some weeks I have a little bit less. So I pick 2 lower and 2 higher numbers to sort of balance it out. This month we saved $100 from the 52-week savings challenge. Then we have the I hear you over there, Petey. Didn't do anything for the rainy day savings challenge this month. We have the vacation savings. That is $5 bills. This month we had a total of 4 $5 bills for $20. That was added to our vacation fund. Also did the penny savings challenge, and this is another one where I do not go in chronological order. We just sort of skip around. These have been more towards the lower side to just try to save something. This month we saved $24 from the penny savings challenge. Then there's Saveopoly. So you roll the dice, and depending on what you land on, you will save that amount. This month we saved $100 from Saveopoly. And last we have what I would say is a savings challenge that I just sort of made up, which is the 22 in 2022. So I'm essentially trying to save $22 a week towards self-care. This month we saved $88. So our total this month was $910.52. Woohoo! That was far more than I intended to save. So my goal was $750. We saved $910. And it's really hard because I want to be aggressive about saving, because I feel very, very, like, all of a sudden I'd really like to buy a home, but I feel very, very priced out with the way that the home prices have skyrocketed. And I was looking at something and it was like, oh, if you put $100,000 down, who had $100,000? Anyway, my goal was like $25,000, which I think is a lot. We won't be moving anytime soon. Anyway, so that is our budget review for March. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know how you're doing with your budget. Let me know how gas is in your area. I'm going to tweak a few things for next month. One being my sinking fund / cash envelope for PD. So I need to go pick up his medication probably tomorrow. It's going to be like $90 again. So putting $50 in his envelope is not going to cut it. Plus he needs food. He's like super low on food. So he's expensive. So that's like, you know, probably $110-ish out the gate for him for April. And I'm going to work on destashing some more stuff to hopefully bring in a little bit of extra income. I'm probably going to go recycle some things. That'll probably be like maybe $15 or so. That's going to go in my vacation fund more than likely. I don't have any plans for any car or health related things, although my allergies are out of control and I did have to go buy some medicine, but I just cash flowed it. Probably do a little bit of bulk shopping, nothing major. And that's really all I think is going on in April. I probably will buy my other sticker paper sometime in April as well, because I'm running low. I use 2 different kinds, but nothing major expected. So I'm pretty happy with the way that the month ultimately shaped up. Of course, I would love to have more money to do more things, but I cannot complain. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and I would love for you to comment down below so that I can engage with you, because we are a little community here and I love to interact with you all. I hope you have a great week. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.